So Alysha Clark obviously is one of the Aces players who left. We know that. She was making not great money last year, and a lot of people thought, she left because the Aces were a sinking ship. No, she did not leave. And she signed what might be a Katie Lou contract. At least with Alysha Clark, she's been she's a 3-time champion. She's someone who will excel off the bench, will do all the little things. But the Seattle Storm, and by the way, the Seattle Storm are now screwed because they need to pay a replacement for Jordan Horston. Because Alysha Clark is going to have to start right now. Because they're paying her, I repeat, they're paying her $185,000 a year. Yes, $185,000. If you guys think that's crazy, subscribe. Trying to 43,150 with 23 subscribers off. But Alysha Clark last year played 25 minutes a game, averaged 6 points per game on 44% from the field and 37% from three. That doesn't look that far off freaking Katie Lou Samuelson now, does it? I need to see if we can get into women's basketball here. Is WNBA here? So you've got NBA. I don't even know how to what section the women's basketball's in. But just get the damn Fever up wherever they are. Not even playing the first day of the season. But Alysha Clark is even in the playoffs last year. Playing big minutes, 2 points, 20% of the field. And I understand she's a vet. I understand she can give defense. I understand what Alysha Clark brings to a team. You don't pay Alysha Clark $185,000 a year. The only thing is that it's unprotected. So they can freaking cut her if MMA someone comes available. But not surprised her and Tiff left for how much they were getting paid for their new teams. No way the Ace could pay them near that. And truthfully, type players, they already deserve that. Tiffany Hayes deserves that. Alysha Clark does not deserve. This is the Katie Lou contract. You are paying a 6 point per game scorer vet, bench vet, like she is a freaking all-star. And the thing is, I think these same players will get the money they deserve. I understand that logic. Yeah, I would love every one of these players to get 100 million. But there's a difference between the money they deserve and the money they deserve in retrospect to the salary cap. As she does not deserve 15% of the salary cap? It's mental. That is absolutely mental. Especially when this team, Nneka Nwumike, looks like she took a damn pay cut. She's getting paid the same amount as Nneka freaking Nwumike. Nneka took a damn pay cut. She took a pay cut only so that they could pay Alysha Clark the same amount of money as her? What are we doing? What are we freaking doing? What are we doing? Alysha Clark's getting paid the same as Nneka Nwumike. Great player equals 3 rings expected. Everyone's overreacting. Seems pretty clear that the free agents left for money. Exactly. Good for her. Vegas couldn't re-sign her. No way. Just thinking about the Mabry to Seattle. They don't have the money. Gabby Williams is... She probably takes the damn Supermax. They literally don't have the cap space for Marina Mabry. They actually do. Jordan Horston's after tearing her ACL. They don't even have the cap space anymore. They don't even have the cap space to sign Jordan Horston or to sign a Jordan Horston replacement. We're now looking at a situation where Alysha Clark has to start. You are starting a 39-year-old Alysha Clark next season and expecting to do anything. You've got 36-year-old Diggins or 35-year-old Diggins. As good as Skylar Diggins-Smith is, there's a difference between Diggins-Smith in a one-off game and 45 games. And that's 46 games if you lose in the first round. Do you expect an older Nneka Nwumike, an older Skylar Diggins, and Alysha Clark, who's older than all of them? The three of them, they're all going to have to start and play big minutes. Every one of those players is going to have to start and play freaking big minutes on this team, and it's not going to work out. I'm telling you, it's just not going to work out. It's really not going to work out. Like, fair play to her getting the bag, I guess. But, like, for the Seattle Storm, that is a vast overpay. Not only is it a vast overpay, it was a vast overpay with the assumption that you're going to start Williams and Horston. You're going to have them on the floor most of the time. And it was basically with the assumption that Horston was going to develop. And that was your starting five was going to be. But now you're like, you've lost Sammy Wickham. At least you've lost Jewel Lloyd, which actually could be addition by subtraction, but you don't have that Jewel Lloyd replacement. It was probably going to be Jordan Horston, and then just, we can maybe have a bigger offensive role for Diggins, a bigger offensive role for Williams and Nneka. But, like, now, with Jordan Horston's injury, you're going to have to start Alysha Clark, and that team's going nowhere. That team is genuinely going nowhere, and they don't have the cap room anymore. With that contract, they don't have the cap room to make any sort of, like, deals to get that Jewel Lloyd replacement for the year. But anyway, I would be freaked if I was a Storm fan. Because, like, last year, the big winners of free agency don't win a playoff game because they just went disastrously bad in the playoffs. Like, they were disastrously bad. Like, they got destroyed. A discount, Yalmas Yaces, no shade, happy for, like, significant raise, playing the last 2 years at a discount in Vegas. Like, I don't know about that. Like, this is one of the biggest overpays of the year. And again, like, the Aces made a smart decision not paying that. The Aces literally can't. They're paying $900K to their starting five. They literally can't afford to pay her. But, like, you're basically paying the same amount of money for Nneka Nwumeke and Alysha Clark. You've got one underpay and one vast overpay. And Nneka literally took a pay cut to get a good veteran bench player. A good veteran bench player to make the same amount as her, who is now going to have to be a starter. And I'm sorry, at 38 years old, she's not playing 44 games as starter, especially with no backup. It's one thing for DeWanna Bonner, because at least DeWanna Bonner has got Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull as a backup. When it comes to Alysha Clark, she's got no one. She's got absolutely no one as a backup, and it's just not good. It's not good for Seattle. It's really not good. And I'll talk a little bit later about what the Jordan Horston injury means. And I mean, Jordan Horston was on a trajectory only going up, and it's not. It's just not looking ideal. So anyway, yeah, that is the video, lads. I gotta go to bed right now. If you guys have been wondering, obviously, on flights and stuff, sinus is kind of all over the place and have been quite ill. So if you're wondering why I'm constantly kind of itching my nose and stuff, yeah, hence, that's kind of why. But anyway, I'll see you guys.